Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of Simply Shaunte with me, JaLisa Shaunte. So happy to have you here again for another episode. And we do have a special guest. Today, we will be doing an interview with artist BigKeem. Born in the city of Hampton and now residing in Newport News, this 757 artist began writing at the age of 13. From being in groups to solo projects, this artist uses music as his therapy, passion, and his art. Now let's get into the interview. And BigKeem is a rising hip hop artist from Hampton, Virginia. Raised in Newport News, Keem has developed a unique perspective on life and music. A strong advocate for peace over violence, Big Keem appreciates the support he receives from his supporters. Keem's passion for music began at a young age, and throughout his career, he has been part of several groups and has represented the label and the brand Family is Privilege, FIP. For Keem, music is more than just a hobby. It's a form of therapy that has helped him express himself and overcome personal challenges. Growing up, he found it difficult to articulate his thoughts and feelings, but through music, he has found a powerful way to share his experiences and his perspectives. Let's welcome Big Keem. Happy to
How
have
y'all
you
doing,
here
man?
today.
Thank you. What's up, family? How you doing?
Yes,
You
sir.
all right?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Can't complain. So we do have a few questions for you today. Well, first, can you tell us a bit about growing up in Hampton and then moving to Newport News? How did this experience shape your perspective and your life? How did it shape you and make you who you are?
Um, I mean, see, the thing about Hampton, like, I was born out
Mm-hmm.
there, but, like, I was mostly raised out in Newport News. But, like, I still have, like, certain family members that, like, kind of stay around certain areas in Hampton. So I didn't really have, like, a at home feeling with Hampton versus Newport News. If you get what I'm saying, like, so like I'm like more
Right.
relatable to like Newport News, but like I said, I still have my people in Hampton, so I do know like little areas like Phoebus area and all that, like Kickerton and all that. So like yeah, but to answer the question, I mean, well, I'm from Uptown Newport News, but like majority of my family was like, if they're not from, yeah, yeah. So I would say that seeing the different dynamics of like being from uptown, it is very different from downtown because like I said, majority of my family members like they're from downtown. Like if not North
Mm-hmm.
Carolina, they're from downtown Newport News. So it's like I can see where the difference can lay. Like it's similarities with certain things, but I really feel like honestly, uptown is very like separated versus like being all together. So in
Mm-hmm.
order to like really see what's going on, you have to like really explore certain things. So like with me,
Right.
I say that just growing up, I I wasn't really like the street type of kid, but you know, being around certain people, of course, you're going to experience certain things. So I can say like it shaped me to understand that it doesn't really matter if like one area is mostly known for certain things versus the other area. Stuff can
Right.
still happen. So you just gotta kind of know how to like, be able to move, manage who you are, and not get caught up with certain things. Like we're not perfect, so I've definitely been caught up in a lot of
Mm-hmm.
things, but it kind of shaped me to how I carry myself now. You know what I'm saying? Just the experiences.
Right. I understand that. Mentioned being somewhat introverted, but also being able to, hang out with a crowd. So, how do you balance these aspects of your personality and how do they influence your music?
Okay, so like with crowds, I can say that it kind of like took me to get older to really start like
Hmm.
developing like who I really was or who I really am, and like learning to really think for myself, because like in my upbringing, like I'm
Right.
not gonna lie, like I was really a person that always followed the crowd, like trying to just find different experiences, like going through stuff. Like I said, good experiences, some were good, you know, a lot of stuff was bad, but it's like all that kind of made me develop of like learning through
Mhm.
experiences, because like
Mhm.
I feel like that's who I am as a person, like that. And that's like the type of knowledge I give now. Like I like to really learn through experiences instead of being a
Right.
know-it-all, because you can't really know everything without going through it, you know. So I would
That's
say
facts.
that being like where I'm at now, because of course I'm in my 30s, I'm 32. So being in my 30s, like it really took like me being in my 20s to really start like
Mhm.
really understanding who I was and certain things, even if I did it before, like knowing like, okay, that's not me now. So I could say
Right.
being in crowds definitely have like, I guess in a way, influenced me on certain things because of like certain experiences, certain feelings I've gained from like
Mhm.
hanging with others and being around you know, just different people, but also still trying to learn like, all right, not allowing the fact of me being around other people to influence me to being something like who I truly don't feel like I am at heart. Like
I
basically not
understand
trying to
that.
relive the past of who I used to be. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's a balance. Some people can understand it, some people can't. So the people that still do, you know what I'm saying, cherish me for me going through what I've been through and still being able to be me, but still being able to allow my presence to still be around their energy. I'm appreciative of that.
Right.
I'm a very appreciative of that.
I know that's right. I know that's right. So what really like inspired you to pursue music, to start to try to, go out here and perform, shoot videos, record, all of it? What pursued you to do that?
Well, honestly, the person that really inspired me is my late brother, like RP, my big
Mhm.
bro.
R.I.P.
He passed away.
Mhm.
He passed away last year. We were 20 years
I'm so
apart, so
sorry for your
this year he would
loss.
have. Yeah, it's all good. I appreciate it. He would have been 50. Well, yeah, he would have been 52 this year. I come from a family of, you know, musicians anyway.
Oh, you do?
Going back to the lines of like my uncles and my mother and them having a group when they were
Mhm.
younger, and then like my brother, he had been on like Showtime at the Apollo back when he was in his younger days. So like music always been around me, but like I guess what kind of really inspired me was to like actually see my brother's process,
Mhm.
like you know, like what him doing what he was doing, like when I was around as a youngin, and he was doing like working on one of his albums and stuff. It's called Lost Soul. He was
Oh
working on
wow.
his album, but for the album process, like I was there from like him just coming up with the ideas
Mm.
to him writing in the pen and the pad to like us being
Right.
on like the back shed. He coming up with ideas, you know, doing what he got to do to get his mind right. To seeing that, to going with him to the
Mhm.
studio, then from there to like actually see him shoot videos, and then going to the performance where he had me on stage with him. I was like 10 at the Moten downtown. Back then it was called the
Mhm.
Moten. And I just seen how like, you know, the crowd just, you know, appreciated who he was, and he was always true to himself. So like it just inspired me, and then I kind of just like just find myself just, you know, just jotting stuff down, and like he would tell me like, yo, just whatever you think, just write. So I wrote my first
Mhm.
rap. When I wrote my first rap, I gave it to him, and like he was just a surprised to see like I could
Mhm.
do that. You know what I'm saying? So he told me like, yo, keep that going if that's how you really feel, like no matter what. Like,
Mhm.
but you know, at this time, my first rap, I started writing music at 13. I'm 32, so that's like 2005. So like yeah, so like 13.
Mhm.
He was there for that. So young and just talking wild, just whatever came to my mind. But it was the way that I had like put it together, and he saw something in that. And he was like,
Right.
"Yo, your flow, how your penmanship is, like you could do something with that if you really want to do something with that." You feel me? And it went from that into just like not really being able to vocally express like how I was feeling about certain things in life and just with myself. So I just found it just to just jot stuff down, and it just came to like song formation when I start, you know, really hanging around my friends that I'm still cool with to this day, as we talk about later. But we all just had a niche for music, And then we
Right.
just, just started our little group thing and it just went from there. And here we are now. Here we are now.
And
So yeah,
with
man,
like,
RP to my
being a
brother.
part of that group, yes, RIP to your brother. RIP to your brother for real. That's great that he had that influence on your life to, help you get started and show you, show you the ropes and show you what he was doing and you could take that and do it for yourself as well. That's awesome. And since you mentioned, about being in groups and how that's been a part of your life when you were younger, how do you think that they contributed to your musical development?
Honestly, I feel like us learning from each other and then kind of
Hmm.
just the times that we've been through, because like a lot of people that I like still do music with, like inside the my group with the whole FIP, we're kind of like all around the same age. Like I probably say
Hmm.
like the youngest of us is probably would be like probably like 29 going into 30, crossing over into 30s. You get what I'm saying? So like,
Right.
but just going into that, like we all kind of like grew up like
Hmm.
as teenagers, like what I'm saying, from teenagers to adults to where we at, like young adults to like where we at now as full adults. So like, of course, when you're younger, you know where the mind at. So it's just like we were just
Right.
young kids, just having fun with it, just doing
Hmm.
it for fun, like really just doing it for fun. But I can say like with us doing it for fun, like we kind of really piggyback off each other plus of what we was going through. So it was still kind of like the music was shape shifting us in a way to where it's like, I'm not gonna lie, like certain stuff, like younger material that I got now, like looking at it now, I'm like, okay, I can't see me talking about certain stuff now or doing that now because of where I'm at now
Right.
in my life. But I'm like just going back to those memories then. I'm like, all right, we were finding ourselves, trying to feel out who we were truly,
Hmm.
and we just all like learned from each other. So it was like, yeah, you got different types of styles, like you know what I'm saying, all over the place. So I just feel like us learning from each other and then being able to separately do it without always being in a group.
Mm.
When we were able to still come back with like group music, it's kind of like we all learned like, okay, I'm seeing the growth in you individually as still besides just being as a group. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
when
Right. Yeah.
certain people when you're in a group, certain things ain't gonna always be the same. And some people can look at that differently, like, yo, you not on that no more. Like where your mind at? Like you somewhere else. But if y'all really family like that, you gotta be able to accept a person for growing. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's why
Hmm.
me and my fam, we so tight the way we is now, because we all have our own personal growth, but still know how to like correlate with each other as a group. You feel what I'm saying? So like, yeah,
Right.
I
Yeah.
think that's why it's better now, because I did more group stuff earlier. So like now when it comes to just
Hmm.
doing a lot of music like by myself, I don't really have that fear as in how it was first when we was trying to like learn if we could do it outside of just being a group.
Right. Right. So are you referring to the group FIP Family is Privileged, or was this like previous groups that you were in, or you
Well, I mean, I've been in a couple groups.
Hmm.
Majority of these people, some don't do music anymore, but some of us still we do. So it's like even from past groups, I'm still I could say like, okay, if I had to think about how many groups have I really been in, because I've been in a couple groups. Certified Fly Guys, that was me and my cousin, but he chilled out. Then I was in a group called Jack Mob. Majority of them, they don't do music anymore, but I still carry that torch for them. Then I got my other boys that I do music with called Futuristic. Now, see, they still do music. They still do music with me,
Hmm.
and then like, but with them, I had my own thing. Like, I had my own thing called Fun Fam. That's where it started from. Like, Family is Privilege.
Okay.
It started from like Fun Fam. So of course, I had my friends that I was doing music with over there on that side, but I still
Right.
had, like I said, my OG friends on the other side. I kind of, just being the balancer of my friends, kind of like, everybody just kind of like linked up with each other. So we went from just separate naming the group from Fun Fam, Futuristic, whatever, to clashing it together, calling it IDF, like called In the Family. And
Mhm.
then just one point at a time, like my brother was just saying, like, for real, all of us in this group now, like we kind of like family now. Like you done crossed us over to your people that you known before us. They done got
Mhm.
close to us, so now it's like it's a family. And going through just tough times where certain people that was around, certain things don't last forever. So we
Right.
start
Yeah.
realizing like, yo, like who we still got left locked in, like it's a privilege. So
I know
we
that's
just
right.
went from calling it Fun Fam IDF Productions to just family is privilege. Like it's deeper than just music. It's like it's a code. Like it's loyalty. Like that's why we
Locked
say
in.
loyalty is everything. Yeah, loyalty is everything. No line intended. That's what we mean when we say that. Cause it's like, yo, it's a privilege to really be in this family. Like that's why, like when I wear this brand, like it's really like
I
that.
know
You
that's
feel
right
me?
with the t-shirt. I know that's
Yeah,
right. There go right. That's good.
yeah,
That's
man.
what's up.
You
That's
already
what.
know. You got your people you locked in with, man. And it's like, through
Right.
no matter what life brings at you, you still see who's still in your corner. So that's why it's like, yeah,
Mhm.
this family is privileged. And in order to be in this,
Right.
you gotta really know what's going on. You can't just get in this on
Right.
no just easily. Like, nah.
And lifelong friendships like that, that is your family. No longer friends, locked in for real for life.
Yeah,
So what
and
inspires
my
your
peoples.
lyrics and your beats?
Honestly, my moods and
Mm.
energy and just what's on my mind. Just what's on my mind. Cause like honestly, like I'm really into a lot of different type of music like how
Mhm.
because like I can honestly say like how I might come off on like songs. People really say like, yo, your lyricism is really like that. Like you really pay
It
attention to
is.
lyrics. You're really clever with your wordplay and stuff like that. So that kind of would make people think that you're just in one box of just, oh, you just like boom bap, or you just like old school. Like, nah, cause I ain't gonna hold you.
Right.
Like, I'm a '90s baby, but I'm one of them '90s kids where it's like I'm not gonna hold you. Stuff that came before me, like I grasp it because of like other people I've been around and because of
Right.
who
Yeah.
they who they get influenced by. So I do go back and do my history on like hip hop and stuff like that because you can't do it if you don't know anything. But me
I know that's
personally,
right.
I'm more of like I'm a '90s baby, but I related more to like the late '90s, early 2000s, like
Mhm.
2010s, like that's my type of timing. So like I was
I know
really
that's right.
influenced by like like the '50s, the TIs, you know what I'm saying, the
Come
Ludacris's,
on. Yes.
all that type of timing. You feel me? So it's like,
Right.
but when it comes to like how I am as a person, I
Mhm.
do know that I'm an overthinker. So it's like I'm clever. I'm clever and I like stuff that kind of make me think. So that's where like artists like J. Cole, like Kendrick and like
Right.
Eminem, like, people that really intrigue my mind and making me think like, damn, okay, you not just saying something, you saying something behind what you said, but people just
Mhm.
thinking on the format in the front. So nah, but it's the message of what you give it behind. So my thing is I like to just give messages, but I also like to show
Mm.
my lyricism no matter what kind of message it is. Even if it's like, cause I can't really say like, well damn King, a twerk song is not a message. No. But what I'm saying is I'm one of the people where it's like, yeah, this is a twerk song, but damn, you really said some clever shit. Like, excuse my language, but it's like, yo,
Right.
you really just said something clever on this type of
Mhm.
style. So my overall thing is I want to make you think. So I
Mhm.
always go off of back to how I do music. It's all right, how am I feeling? How am I feeling?
Mm.
Whatever I'm feeling, is it relatable? And if it's not relatable, then if it's personal, don't care about how other people gonna perceive it. Just give it out if it's personal. But if it's relatable, how can you relate to others? It don't always gotta
Mm.
be thinking. It could be happy stuff. It can be, tough times. It could be, relationship stuff. It can be breakup stuff. Like
Mhm.
whatever you're doing, can you relate? You know what I'm saying? So I just really try to
Right.
be relatable with my music, but do it in a clever way to where it's still me.
Yeah, that makes sense. And would that be like part of the reason why you kind of consider music being your therapy? Like, has it helped you to like process emotions and experiences throughout the way?
Yeah, because honestly, I still feel like, and that's where I know like with certain things that I'm cooking up on, I gotta really, just not worry about like, once again like how it's perceived. Cause like I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna hold you like certain things that I be thinking about. I get to a point where it's like, is this too wild? Is this too deep? Like, are you really ready to give people certain parts? Cause like I'm
Mm-hmm.
like an onion. I have so many layers. So it's like you'll think you getting all of me, but you might not even be scratching the surface. So
I
I
know
still
that's
do have
right.
my moments to where it's like I'm thinking like, damn, am I ready to go that deep into certain stuff? But if
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, I still feel like certain stuff that I do talk about, it's like, okay, well, even with yourself, cause like I use my music to not only relate to others, but to like help myself out. So it's like, okay, if I
Right.
tell myself, well, you didn't want to think too deep on that, but hey, at least you did jot this down. At least you did write
Mm-hmm.
this down. So now how are you feeling from it? Versus, okay, if the song's already out, now it's like I can go back, listen to certain songs and be like, damn, I know how I felt when I was in this bag,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm glad that I got that out because now it's like it's released. You get what I'm saying? It's released. It's
Right.
not nothing
Yeah.
that's like still contained on my heart or on my mind to where I still feel
Mm-hmm.
like that. Now I could just listen to it, be like, okay, I know how it feels to feel like that, but knowing where I'm at now in my life, I'm learning to like, okay, don't let stuff get you to that point. If it's not something that's just dealing with you. Like if it's something dealing with
Mm-hmm.
other things or other people, don't allow yourself to get angry like that or don't allow yourself to get frustrated off of things that you can't control the narrative of. Just let life. Just let life, man.
Right.
So that's why I said
That's facts though.
I've learned from my music. I learned from my music.
And it has helped you to like be able to express yourself more so along the way.
Yeah, and that's why
That's
now I'm
what's up.
like, if I wanna write how I feel, it's more so, all right, if you mad, don't like just go blaming like other people. Like just
Mm-hmm.
get it off your chest in a way to where it's like, look, you feel better without feeling like you're like scolding somebody else's name or trying to like, down somebody. But also
Right.
tell yourself don't play with yourself either because if you feel some
Mm-hmm.
type of way from whatever you've been through, you got to express it the way that you're supposed to express it because if you know verbally you can't talk to certain people without them taking it a certain way, think about the microphone not going to talk
Mm-hmm.
back, the microphone going to listen. So let that be
Right.
your
You're right.
therapist and just get it out. Have it
Mm-hmm.
come out, it just come out. It just come out.
I like that perspective. You're right. So, as far as like your music, what are your long term goals for your solo career, and what do you hope to achieve with your music?
See, that's just so crazy because like I've been doing music for like so long now.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of one of them things where, like I said, it's therapeutic, but it's more so like I can't really say my passion for like, chasing a dream is as like
Mm-hmm.
as it was at first. Just because also like I look into a lot of stuff and just know a lot everything that good ain't gold and just kind of like knowing certain things that kind of come with the industry. Like me
Mm-hmm.
as a person, I'm just not ready for a lot of stuff because I'm still shy. That's the
Me
backlash
too.
to me being this type of artist, bro. Like for real, yo. Like I'm really like I told you like before even this interview. I'm like, bro, like I'm introverted, but I can be around the crowd. But like I said, the older I get, I really know like I'm into energy, and when I really feel like the energy
Right.
ain't like just right, it's just like I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, it just shake me up. So kind of like now what I see
Exactly.
with how just the industry is, and it's just oversaturated, and I just feel like
Mm-hmm.
it's not really about what it used to be about anymore. It's like a
Mm-hmm.
popularity contest, kind of like that, kind of like deranged my whole thing of wanting to be
Right.
in the industry. Now my whole thing is just about, all right, if whatever comes with it just comes with it, but I'm not really
Mm-hmm.
going for it as like, yeah, I need to do this to try to sign a deal. Like, nah, it's just
Right.
I'm doing it because I just know that, hey, even when I fell back, because I've had times where I done contemplated like just giving it up, just
Mm-hmm.
stopping. And I got my people in my corner, my supporters, which I really truly am blessed for. They be like, just
Yeah.
don't think about it so heavy. Just do what makes you feel good, and what do you feel like you would want to get from it, instead of just chasing a mainstream thing. Like, what do you really want to come from it? And honestly, it's just, I mean, wealth is cool, but just having to know that people understand me as a person, like through my music, and
Mm-hmm.
just understanding that, like, bro, it's okay to be yourself. Like, you don't
Right.
gotta switch up who you is to try to like obtain something. You feel me? Like,
That's
be
facts.
true to yourself, and
Yep.
whatever's meant to come from it gonna come from it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
don't be like, if you know that your lane is okay, if you know, like, you're one of them artists where you don't really do the club stuff, whatever. All right, but you know your powerful lane is really giving deep messages. Just work your lane. But it's nothing wrong with
Right.
being It's nothing wrong with being versatile. But at the same
Mm-hmm.
sense, don't be versatile because you feel like you have to do it in order to obtain something.
Right.
Because then you lose part of yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna write this type of song because I know this is what everybody like. So this might be the song that
Right.
gets me on. You're not doing it for
Mm-hmm.
yourself. just
And that
just
makes a
do it for
big
yourself,
difference.
and whatever's meant to happen, whatever's meant to come is just gonna come. But just don't
That's right.
give up on whatever you want to go, whatever you want to get from it. That's just where I'm at with it now.
Oh, that's right. Now, like as far as your music, are there any artists or producers you like to collab with in the future from VA or anywhere else?
I mean, I'm open to anybody. This is how I look at it, because, like, honestly, I ain't gonna hold you. Virginia, it's a lot of artists out here. You got artists that really are, I kind of say, like, the faces. Like, you got a couple faces out here that people, when you think of VA, even if it's just like independent, like, you hear Young Crazy, you hear like Alondo Jackson. Who else do I be really rocking with? Just think about names that I've heard that's like got kind of like a big rep, but they're still like independent, like Flame Blazing. Damn, I don't want to forget nobody. I don't really want to forget nobody because I mess with so many people. But see, my thing is,
Mm-hmm.
I don't just go off of the main people, like, because there's so many artists out here, so where it's like,
Mm-hmm.
it's artists that you wouldn't even know that's like that. But people get, I feel like people get overlooked because, I don't know, with Virginia, I don't really feel like everybody in Virginia feels like this, but I do know that Virginia people ain't really as open to working with other artists if it ain't like really somebody that they not already got like close ties to, if
Mm-hmm.
that makes sense. So that
Yeah,
kind of
that makes
like,
sense. Mm-hmm.
it
I
kind of
agree.
like dims the light for other artists. That's
Mm-hmm.
why, like, I know the people that mess with me. Like, that's why I said, honestly, I feel like I'm like a diamond in the rough, like a needle in a haystack. Like, you're probably not gonna know who I am just like off of my name or anything, but if you come across my music, I'm guaranteed you're gonna walk away like,
I know that's
damn, like,
right.
why I ain't never hear about this person, or what? But see, I
Mm-hmm.
don't I don't try to say that because of certain people that got like more notoriety and stuff like that, that it's hate. Nah, because I don't hate on nobody out here. I love what
Right.
everybody doing out here. You feel me? Because as a whole, Virginia gets overlooked. So to see certain
I
people out
agree.
here still get that credibility, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
But that just means that certain people just putting in a little more work, and that's cool.
Work. That's right.
That's cool. And honestly, that for me, it motivates me. I can't hate off of that. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Exactly.
But I don't go into it looking for, like, I want my name to be noticed as like, cause like I said, I'm still an introverted person. I'm very shy. So it's like, I'm cool with not being so noticeable. So if you come across me, then it is what it
Mm-hmm.
is. But if you don't come across me, if you hear about me, you're gonna be like, okay. So honestly, to get back to what you asked me, I'm open to working with anybody that's willing to work with me. And if you
Period.
haven't heard of me, and that's your first time trying to give me a shot on your track, just know I'm gonna bless your track, and you gonna walk away knowing
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, I need to stay in tune. I need to stay in tune. So any
I
producers,
know that's
I'm
right.
I'm open to anybody, VA, any artist out here in VA that's willing to work. I'm down for whatever, because that keeps me in a creative space. Because
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I do a lot of my music nowadays. Even though me and my team, we still operate. We still do features with each other every once in a while. But like I said, everybody kind of on their own thing, but we still support each other. We still going,
Right.
as the team, we still support each other. But like group wise, it's like we don't really have enough time to really do a lot of group stuff like how we used to. So when we can get those little features in with each other, we still do. But like I said, the fact of us learning how to operate individually, it's like now majority of my music, 9 times out of 10, like 90% of it is all me. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Every features every once in a while, but it's mostly me. So I ain't gonna hold you, like that has its gifts and it has its curses too. To where it's like you kind of want to know, like, can you still keep up friendly competition, with your guys, or
Mm-hmm.
hey, I want you on a track. Like what can you do outside of just your own element? So that's why I say
Right.
I love
Yeah, that
features.
makes
I
sense.
still love the fact that people want to work because it
Mm-hmm.
challenges myself. So I'm open to work with anybody.
I know that's right. I know
Shoot,
that's right.
we
And
need to
we'll
get our
have all
track
of your,
in. You talking about it.
you know, I'd be going
Ain't
back
gonna
and
say too
forth.
much, but yeah,
Shy myself. I'd be shy myself. So, I'd be going back
See,
and
but
forth with the whole
yeah.
music thing. So, but yeah, we gonna make that happen. We're gonna
But I'm
speak
proud
these
of you for
things
your
into existence.
podcast,
What
though.
happens?
I want to say that real quick. I'm
Thank
proud of you
you.
for your podcast, though.
Thank
I
you.
do want to say that.
I appreciate that.
I do want to say
I
that.
appreciate that. I took a little
Yeah,
break
for
and
sure.
came back. Season 2. Hello. But yeah,
Hey, we here.
what advice would you give to like young artists who are just starting out in the music industry, in the music game? Since you've been, in it for a while, like what advice do you have for everyone else who who's trying to achieve the same goals and got similar dreams to yours?
I say, of course, it's cliche, but one, don't give up. Two, don't get discouraged. Just don't get discouraged by time. Don't get discouraged by age. Um, for real, don't get discouraged by possibly not having feedback sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Cause like that will really make you feel like it ain't no purpose of why you doing what you doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you really just take out what others may look at or what others don't catch on to, it'll discourage your creativity. You know what I'm saying? So just
Hmm.
continue to think for yourself. Don't try to rush it. Just don't rush it. Don't try to
Right.
rush it. Just have patience, but don't procrastinate. Don't sleep on yourself. And honestly, just know that time is okay. Time is okay. Everything is not going to happen overnight, and even if it happened overnight, that doesn't mean it's always good for you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Just whatever started you to even first put the pen to the pad or put your thumb to your notepad and your phone, or even if you just want to come off the top of the dome with it, whatever first thought made you start doing that, just always hold on to that thought through the journey. Just always hold on to that thought. And that thought alone will make you realize, or make you, it should continue to understand that it's okay. Just keep doing you. Just keep doing you. People will notice. Look, it's a lot of people out here that
Hmm.
don't want to act like they notice, but they notice. They're just not going to say
Tell them.
nothing. They're just not going to say nothing. Either they don't know how to say it, or they just want to monitor, but they don't want to give you the credit. And that's okay. This is going to happen, but just continue to keep going. no matter how long it take, whatever other goals you got outside of it, just to help you. If it's helping your family out, helping your friends out, if y'all all have a team and y'all all is aligned with the same goal, just focus on whatever y'all goal is and just keep pushing that. And don't let time tell you that, oh no, it's taking 5 years, it's taking 10 years. Cause listen, the end goal is what really matters. And
Right.
just know that, and just know honestly, it's okay to celebrate the little steps. It's okay to celebrate the little steps. Everybody want to get to the finish line, but not really realizing what it takes to get to the finish line. Not like celebrating like, oh, I had to pace myself. Not celebrating to tell yourself, stop, think, get your breathing together, and start jogging again. You see how I'm talking metaphorically, but you get what I'm
Right.
saying. Like, it's okay. It's okay.
That's the deep talk.
Just celebrate the little steps. That's it.
Right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, man.
So, is there anything else you'd like to share with our listeners? Let the people know anything you got going on. Any more positivity you got to leave us with before we head out with the episode?
Well, first and foremost, like I said, I definitely appreciate you for having me. Cause
Oh,
I'm
thank you for
very
coming on.
like, I don't really do too many interviews, so like, you know what I'm saying? For you to get me out my little comfort zone, out my little shell, you know, you the fam. So I definitely, you know what I'm saying, appreciate you having me up here. It's a blessing. But
Oh no, thank you for coming
I just
on.
say, of course. I just say, be on the lookout. More tunes on the way, more heat coming. Scheme Keem
Mm-hmm.
2 is definitely on the way. I know I've been saying it for a while, but I think I'm at the point now where I'm ready just to get that project out the way because I got more projects that I've actually been working on. But besides that, so I don't want to call it like a throwaway because I feel like that's kind of like, dementing my name and stuff. But like, I just want to kind of go ahead and get this project out the way because this project was supposed to been this project would have been out probably like 3-4 years ago. But
Okay.
just like I said, going into the element of trying to get features and not doing everything by
Mm-hmm.
myself, that it kind of took a little time. But now I'm at a point now where it's like, all right, I don't want to hold on to this project no longer. So now I got to figure out like whatever I'm gonna do with the features, whether I'm gonna keep the feature songs, cut the feature songs to like just single
Right.
songs, whatever. I'm just ready to get this project out because I've been talking about it for a couple years now. Just ready to get it out the way because, like I said, it's the stuff that I've been working on since that project. Cause that project, I've been sitting on that for like I said, 3-4 years. But I've been working on other
I
stuff.
understand that.
You get
Right.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I've been working on other stuff, so I'm more excited for the stuff that's coming after Scheme King 2. So I'm definitely
Right.
trying to just get Scheme King 2 out the way because I've been holding on to it so I can really show the world the other stuff that I really got, you know what I'm saying, in the cut that I really want. Cause like
I
that
got you.
stuff, the stuff that I really got in the cut, it's kind
Mm-hmm.
of like really representing how I've been thinking, feeling since like the 2020s done started. I'll give you a
Mm-hmm.
little insight real quick before we go. Scheme King 2 kind of comes from like stuff around 2017 up until probably like 2021, 2022ish type stuff. So that just gives you how I was thinking at that time frame. Now, the stuff that I'm working on now is kind of where my mind been at for the last since the 2020s done started since COVID. You feel me? So, yeah, I'm just ready to give y'all that stuff. Like the older me, like the 32 at like where I'm at now since like I done crossed over to my 30s type. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
it's all evolution though. It's all an evolution. But
That's it.
I meant to tell you too. I don't know if you were able to get that link. If you still wanted to, show people, one of the
Yes.
videos, whatever. Cool, cool, cool.
Yes. We are definitely going to play the video. We have that for you guys as well.
The video that's going to be shown. It's called AFWM, which stands for Ain't Fucking With Me. It's a single off of the up and coming project that I said I'm dropping, Scheme King 2, which I should be trying to drop that next year for y'all 2025. But until then, y'all just gonna see me continuing to just kill these industry beats.
Right.
Yeah, the watch was like that. The watch was. gonna be honest with you. The watch was like, man, you keep that shit, nigga. You don't really know it. Keep that shit. I got the weed, nigga. I got the weed. That roll. I mean, I get it, man. I mean, he could have informed me. I know we can come up, nigga. We came up, though. I give you that. I give you that. I give you that. But look, when you flip that watch, nigga, look at that shit. Look at that shit, nigga.
Flip shit. Look, bitch, take a look at my wrist. But now ain't no touching this shit. If she ain't talk about fucking me and my bro, ain't no point of discussing this shit. They tell me my flow is so sick, I call it disgusting this shit. And niggas be capping like they really rapping, but niggas ain't fucking with this. Quit playing. You niggas ain't fucking with me. I heard that they claim that they running the streets, but you niggas know who got the heat. I ain't no rap, but I stay in the trap, cause a nigga just stuck to the cheese. Yeah, I could lock her, but I would not wife her, just keep that bitch stuck to her knees. Me and Swizzy be the mans. Got your wifey as a fan. She tell me everything I can do, so I wax that ass up like I can do. I ball on, I check my hand dudes. I see you take, look who you playing for. We spray these rounds like we ran, bro. You sitting down, what do you stand for? Hey, look, I don't know what else to say, no. Heard they talking out of line, that's fine, just don't get up in my way, bro. F1K, USA, VIP shit, bitch, you know that we the gang, ho. And if you got a problem with it, we can set it straight, we ain't no damn rainbows. You niggas keep thinking I'm playing, I got no time to explain. This was not part of the plan, I went from walking, now I'm up on the plane. Got a Richard Millie, that's a plane. Ice on my wrist like it's sprained, was stuck at the bottom until I had sprain. Straight to the top, now these bitches get brain, yeah, that's why I came. Bitch, take a look at my wrist, but now ain't no touching this shit. If she ain't talk about fucking me and my bro, ain't no point of discussing this shit. They tell me my flow is so sick, I call it disgusting this shit. And niggas be capping like they really rapping, but niggas ain't fucking with this. Quit playing. You niggas ain't fucking with me. I heard that they claim that they running the streets, but you niggas know who got the heat. I ain't no rap, but I stay in the trap, cause a nigga just stuck to the cheese. Yeah, I could lock her, but I would not wife her, just keep that bitch stuck to her knees.
I just had the most craziest one ever. For real? Bullshit. That shit was motherfucking. Man, I can't believe this shit I just motherfucking saw in my head, bro. That shit shouldn't even been like that.
For real, like that? You was sweating today, was you? Big. Like you just can't, like you wiped your face or some shit, nigga.
Nah, real shit, my nigga. I don't even understand the shit that I saw, cause it's just like, this shit just had me mad peanut. Yeah, it's hard to really trust niggas, like, I don't know, bro.
I understand, man.
And thank you for coming on. I appreciate it so much.
Yeah, man. And I just, like I said, you stay blessed. Keep doing what you're doing. Like I said, I'm proud of you. And I appreciate you for having me. And to everybody else, like I said, more work on the way. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at itskeem6916, ITSKEEM 6916. I'm on all platforms. BigKeem. It's one word, no space. So BIGKEEM. Facebook. Find me on it's Scheme Keem. You already know Scheme Keem. Separate that. And yeah, like I said, Scheme Keem 2 on the way. Speaking of that, shout out to the big mama that I just dropped. Yeah, y'all want to look on the Big Mama Scheme mix. Shout out Lotto for that. And yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Yes, and we will have all of your contact information listed below as well for the people to find you and follow you, look you up, see what you got going on. So again, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. We finally got this interview done, huh?
Right. Hey, look, I told you, man, I'm sorry I be so busy, but I told you I was gonna make that time for you when I got it, man.
I appreciate it. Shoot, I've been sick and everything else in between, so I definitely appreciate you taking out your time. I definitely do.
Yeah, man. Hey, I want this to go up to at least. Don't stop at season 2. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't stop at season 2. Don't stop at season 2 now.
I'm not.
All right, y'all.
I'll be all over the place. I'll be trying to do a little bit of everything, but we gonna keep going. Season 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, everything else.
Yeah, so hopefully, shoot, I might be on another season. By the time you get to like season 5 or season 6, we have more stuff to talk about, you know?
Right, exactly. That's right. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
All right, man. You be safe, okay?
All right, you too.
All right.